Day was pretty much media day for the Cleveland Browns front office, man. A couple of guys came out and spoke to the media, and they were speaking very highly about Dillon Gabriel. They let it be known he is definitely QB2. He's better than Shedeur for whatever reason. That's how they feel it. Me personally, I feel like it's a slap in the face to the Cleveland Brown fans and to the Sanders family, because for the simple fact, Shedeur was not given the same opportunity as Dillon Gabriel.
Leaked audio just dropped, and Shedeur Sanders is speechless. Yep, the golden boy of college football just got blindsided by a secret backroom deal between Jimmy Haslam and the Steelers' owner. What's in this hidden pact? Money? Revenge? Let's dive into the chaos.
Shedeur Sanders, Milroe, Dart, I don't give a damn. I want Shedeur Sanders, but you got to get a quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pittsburgh Steelers went out and acquired DK Metcalf, who is an absolute stud, to pair with George Pickens, who has stud-like tendencies whenever he wants to, because he's got those kind of skills. You got Freiermuth at the tight end spot. Although Najee Harris is going to by way of the Chargers, you still got Warren there at the running back spot.
It was supposed to be another quiet Cleveland media day. Some light questions, fake smiles, and a few recycled lines about team chemistry. Then one assistant GM decided to test gravity and dropped a sentence that sent the entire NFL orbiting into chaos.
It was displayed in front of the world when y'all put out the third string line for him and let Dillon Gabriel run with the twos. I don't give a damn how you spin it, what you say. He should have been given the same opportunity. If this was a true competition, and Shedeur truly had to earn everything he was given.
Somewhere between praising rookie Dillon Gabriel and bragging about how the rebuild is going great, he let slip the one thing you're never supposed to say out loud. A tiny dig at Shedeur Sanders' readiness for the league. And just like that, the internet had a new villain. And it wasn't Shedeur.
Shedeur Sanders would be top 5 pick and there'd be no questions asked, because you'd just be looking at the fact that this guy led the country last year in passing yards, passing touchdowns, passing yards per game, passing yards per attempt, passer rating, and per completion percentage. That's nuts. That's a nuts year for a quarterback who has the arm strength, who has the ability to throw each level of the field. But it's the outside stuff. It's the off the field stuff that you worry about, that I think the Pittsburgh Steelers a little tiny bit.
Within hours, Cleveland was trending for all the wrong reasons. Headlines popped up faster than Browns turnovers on third down. Did the Browns just disrespect Shedeur Sanders? Fans split instantly.
Has JJ McCarthy actually been hurt, or is he just ass? His last time playing was against the Falcons in what I'm calling the worst Sunday night football game of all time. 7 field goals, only 1 touchdown, and it was the Falcons. I'd rather watch paint dry. And when we look at JJ McCarthy, he played like I would have played if I put on a Vikings helmet. 6 for 38, 3 turnovers, 6 sacks, and obviously a loss. Now, these are just my thoughts and observations. Day after the game, Adam Schefter, JJ McCarthy is not expected to play next Sunday due to an ankle injury.
Meanwhile, the Browns' PR team was probably in the corner drafting apology tweets before breakfast. And you know what makes this even better? They were hyping up Dillon Gabriel like he was the chosen one. Gabriel's earned QB2. Gabriel's ahead in the playbook, they said, as if they were trying to convince themselves.
I'll say Shedeur is back on the board. You got to read into it one way or the other. Either they're just doing their homework or they're not. But you got to take a guess at the same time and say, okay, there's at least some interest. There's at least a little bit of interest.
Is there anybody you'd consider in the draft? Are they picking too late? Is there anybody else out there who's maybe a sneaky candidate to be a Steeler, whether he's on a team right now or another free agent?
But one assistant got too comfortable, started talking like a fantasy football manager who knows too much, and boom, he accidentally ignited a quarterback war. Here's where it gets funny. Most rookies would have stayed quiet, done the polite thing, smiled, and said something robotic about trusting the process. But Shedeur? Oh no.
They said he had a high ankle sprain. So why, after Carson Wentz gets his head knocked off on Thursday Night Football, does the same guy, Adam Schefter, come out and say he's been missing the last 6 weeks due to a hamstring injury? Is it a hamstring or an ankle? Now, I've never had an ankle injury, but this is the second to last play of that Falcons game. He rolls out, doesn't get touched, dot. Looks healthy to me, but what do I know? I could be missing something. You know who didn't look healthy? Carson Wentz.
He's built differently. He looked straight at the fire and walked through it. Calm, composed, surgical. And suddenly the energy shifted. That's the power of authenticity. It doesn't yell, it just wins. But let's not pretend the Browns didn't see this coming.
Rear wrote today, he thinks there's a possibility the Browns could deal Shedeur Sanders before the trade deadline. Would that then open up an opportunity for them to activate Deshaun Watson? Do you think that's totally off the table, or is there a possibility Sanders could be dealt?
Well, they're covered if that opportunity arose, because first you got Zappy, who could serve as an emergency number 2 until Deshaun Watson's ready.
They've been doing this for years, building quarterbacks just to break them. The team's history with young talent is like a haunted house for promising players. So when fans saw Shedeur's name tied to Cleveland, you could feel the collective sigh. Because deep down, everyone knows how this story usually ends. Talent meets dysfunction, and dysfunction wins.
It is time for the Jets to acquire Shedeur Sanders from the Cleveland Browns. And someone tell me why that's a bad idea. And I don't want to hear about it's a circus. It's a circus? What's this? What the hell is this that we're watching? Circus! That's a circus. Bad, crappy football is a circus. The Jets should have drafted this guy, I don't know, second, third, fourth. They got a million opportunities to draft him. He has not gotten an opportunity in Cleveland. I don't really care about the Cleveland Browns, so I'm not going to fight their battles. I'll let Josina Anderson take care of that.
And that's exactly what terrifies teams like Cleveland. The NFL claims to love swagger, but only the quiet kind. The kind they can market but still control. Shedeur's confidence, though? It's independent, it's untamed, and it makes the system nervous.
I've heard that they anticipate having him cleared medically after the bye week. Watson, correct. Which means they would then have up to 3 weeks to activate him, or they could activate him sooner than that. So timing-wise, it can happen. I just question who's, inquiring about Shedeur Sanders.
And here's where the story flips again. Analysts started realizing what was really going on. Shedeur wasn't given fair reps, wasn't running with the first team, then suddenly got thrown into impossible situations. Classic setup play. The oldest trick in the book: set him up to fail, then call it evaluation.
I see a talent, a guy I think we all talked about him as a guy that could at least be a serviceable starting quarterback in the NFL. They are not giving him a chance in Cleveland. If I'm Darren Muji, I call up my my contemporaries in Cleveland, and I say, here's a 5th-round pick back. Here's your 5th back. Let's get Shedeur in here, and let's see what the kid has got, because why not?
If he comes to the Jets, amidst all of this and all the issues that are going on already, and he's just the brash guy that he was, how does that make it any better?
But he didn't take the bait. No complaining, no excuses, just work. Every rep, every practice, another reason to prove the narrative wrong. That's when the internet crowned him the future. Because what Cleveland saw as a test, Shedeur turned into a highlight reel. That's not luck. That's leadership. The Browns may have the money, the facilities, and the hype machine, but Shedeur's got something far rarer: the power to make the league react to him.
So with the draft, the possibility of Shedeur coming, or taking that quarterback in the first round, how do I feel about it? First off, it's a lot of rumors going on out there the Steelers should trade up. It's a lot of rumors going on out there that the Steelers should trade back. There's a lot of rumors out there that the Steelers should stay where they are. And me, personally, I'm on a train of staying where you are or trading back. I'm not on a train of moving up. There's no way. I don't think so. If this is the year, so-called the year, that this is not the franchise quarterback year other than Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, I'm going to go ahead and put him in there, because before all of this, we was talking about Shedeur Sanders going #1 overall.
The question now isn't whether Shedeur's ready for the NFL, it's whether the NFL's ready for Shedeur. So what do you think? Is this secret deal just smoke, or is Shedeur about to flip the entire league upside down? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe, because this story's only getting wilder.